Hello, first of all, forgive the sound. I was too lazy to plug in my professional studio microphone, so I'm just on a crappy USB headset right now. But anyway, this is going to be a little demonstration of extracting depth from a 2D image. Just on a plane, basically. And by plane I mean a square, not the kind of plane that flies in the sky. It's just a 2D image projected on a plane, and it has a normal map applied and a specular map. So here's my image. It's just a little character animation, and it's not very high resolution, and I haven't really put that much time into making this super duper looking, so don't mind the little glitches, and I'll just show you here what I mean by the illusion of depth. As I move the light around, you can see my specular map, which isn't really a proper specular map. It's just a diffuse map applied to the spec channel, so it doesn't look that great. But you can see at least the character has some kind of shine to him that follows the contours of the normal map. And you get the feeling that this isn't just a drawing, essentially. It actually it's affected by the light in the world. You can see the shadows on the character changing as I move the light around. And he basically has this look that he's kind of made out of saran wrap or something. But you get the idea. If I go into the game here, you might be able to see some of the lighting change on the arm. Very slightly. I mean, if I put more hours of work into this, it could look quite good, I think. And the problem is that we're kind of restricted to a lower resolution when we're doing animation, so it's harder to get a good normal and specular map out of a low resolution animation. You just end up with kind of blotchy contours and stuff. So from a distance it looks quite a bit better. So, I mean, I don't know where this would be useful, but it could be useful. If we want to add a little visual pizzazz somewhere. Then again, the idea might be to make a 3D engine look 2D for our project, so I mean, this might be entirely useless to have, but used in the right way, in the right place, it could be kind of cool. Let's see what else can I show here. This is the material. I'm just opening up the material editor right now. And this is the character projected onto a sphere. Yeah, I needed to actually mouse over it to see what it was called. And I'm supposed to be an artist. Here you can get a kind of cool effect of what the normal map does, but it's quite blotchy and ugly. So here's the normal map. This is one version of the animation which I've converted into a normal map in Photoshop. Done some enhancements on it, maybe a little too much enhancement, and the edges kind of come out weird looking, because a normal map is supposed to be all purpley blue and pink, but mine has a black background, so it's created some artifacts, and that could be addressed if I do it over again properly. And here I have the diffuse map. I have that hooked into the diffuse channel, the specular channel, and the opacity mask. And if I were to remove, let's see, if I remove the normal map, then you can see what it looks like by itself, which is actually quite a bit nicer. In this case, at least. What else? I can probably remove the spec. Let's keep the opacity mask as it is for now. Close out of this. And we'll go back here, and you can see just how flat this character now looks. A little bit plain looking. I mean, if you have some nice fancy lighting going on in the world, he won't really match up to it. And if you use the normal mapping in a more subtle way, I think it kind of helps gel everything together. So what I showed you here was a very extreme example, but it could be used more subtly, and I think when used in that way it can give quite a nice effect. So anyway, that's all I really wanted to show you. Alright, see you later.